Sometimes there are days when you don't feel like doing anything at all. These are the days when you pay more for the current bills than what you earn that day. Or when, despite working 12 hours a day, there is more new work on your desk in the evening than in the morning before. And most of the time these days are not very good in other respects. I'm not in very good shape today in terms of health. And some things don't go as I had imagined, but I still have to deliver. Don't I? What helps me then is a simple production process like we use for these videos. Sometimes I don't have the time to produce something that someone would actually consume. But I have a simple recipe that works anyway because I've done it 1,000 times. How sure are you that you can tie your shoes? Probably 100% sure, right? The reason is simple. Tying your shoes is something you have done 1,000 times and you know exactly how it works. You don't have to think about it and you can do it in your sleep. That's why it works, and that's what this is all about. Producing something that works even when you're exhausted or other things aren't going so well right now. To attract customers online. You simply have to do the right things in the right order. The first step is to get someone interested in what else you could offer them. In our case, this is helpful information that can also help you win new customers. And on a regular basis, we learn something too. For example, yesterday we received an email from the manufacturer of the software we presented as automatic speech software in one of the last episodes. And he told us what exactly is the difference between the mediocre and the very successful YouTube channels of his customers. Now comes what is described as the obvious flash of insight. The people with the really successful video channels simply make multiple calls to action within their videos. In our videos, we've also always asked you at the end to email us if you need to, so we can respond personally. But what we have not done in the last 23 days is to issue a specific request to subscribe. And that's what makes the difference according to Vlad and Stoica from Blastersuit. That's why we took some time last night and created a new intro and outro for our videos. We also want to include several unobtrusive prompts in our videos to remind viewers that they can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Such calls to action are unobtrusive, but if you forget to include them in your video content, you can't assume that viewers will figure it out on their own. In fact, we already knew this because we learned it from Frank Kern. Frank Kern is the man who has been consistently winning customers on the internet for 20 years and who taught us that there are always 3 things that matter when it comes to videos. Firstly, it is important that you can pass on something helpful. The second thing that is important is to get the goodwill of the viewers in the long run, because otherwise they will run away. And the third thing is to make a concrete offer with a call to action. That's exactly why in this video you will find calls to action in the intro, in the outro, and also during the video to encourage the viewer to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is video content we created using an online service called Render Forest. In combination with our video software Screencast-O-Matic, you can insert the created video animations as transparent overlay in your own videos. We think that this is quite successful, but we would be happy if we get some feedback from you. So if you have any questions or comments about the content in this video, just send us an email. We always reply ourselves and usually within 24 hours. And of course, we would also be happy if you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that this channel can grow in the future. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.